Taehyung shocked. Jungkook's decision in LA shakes BTS. What happened behind closed doors? Los Angeles was supposed to be just another stop in BTS's global activities. But what unfolded there has now sent shockwaves through the group and their global fanbase. Multiple sources close to the matter confirm that something significant occurred. Something that left Kim Taehyung visibly stunned and Jungkook standing at the center of a storm that no one saw coming. The question gripping everyone now is simple yet deeply unsettling. What decision did Jungkook make in LA that could alter the dynamics of BTS forever? Eyewitness accounts from those present in the same vicinity during BTS's private schedules in LA describe an atmosphere so tense that it was impossible to ignore. According to these individuals, Jungkook was unusually quiet and distant in the days leading up to the event. His movements were calculated, his interactions minimal. It was as though he was carrying the weight of a choice too heavy to conceal. The turning point came during a closed-door meeting at an undisclosed venue in downtown LA, a meeting attended by key BTS members, including Taehyung. Details of what was said inside remain heavily guarded, but fragments of information have begun to surface. One insider claims that Jungkook presented a personal request so unprecedented that even those accustomed to the group's high-stakes decisions were caught off guard. This was not about scheduling or creative direction. It was something deeper, something personal, yet with consequences that could ripple through the band's future. Taehyung's reaction, described by witnesses as instant and visible, reportedly shifted the room's energy. He leaned back in his chair, eyes fixed on Jungkook, his expression frozen between disbelief and concern. It wasn't anger. It was something more complex, an unspoken acknowledgement that this could mark a turning point for everyone involved. Those close to the situation suggest that this decision was not made overnight. Weeks of silent preparation preceded it, and certain staff members in LA reportedly noticed subtle changes in Jungkook's demeanor long before the meeting. He avoided unnecessary interactions, kept his schedule tightly controlled, and was seen leaving late-night sessions with a look that many described as resolute but conflicted. What makes this moment particularly striking is the timing. BTS is in a critical phase, with major activities and possible reunions being discussed behind the scenes. For Jungkook to drop such a decision now raises pressing questions. Is this about his career path? Is it tied to personal autonomy within the group? Or is it connected to something even more personal that has been kept from public view? The aftermath in LA has been equally telling. Sources say that following the meeting, members dispersed quickly without their usual camaraderie. Taehyung, normally the picture of composure in public, was seen walking alone outside the venue, his head lowered, avoiding interaction. Hours later, Jungkook was spotted leaving a separate location with a small security team, his face hidden under a hood, refusing to answer any questions shouted by onlookers. The impact has not gone unnoticed by fans. Within hours, online forums erupted with speculation, dissecting every detail from airport footage to candid photos taken in LA. Many point to the fact that Jungkook appeared at a private dinner 2 nights earlier wearing an unfamiliar accessory, a thin silver chain that some fans believe holds personal meaning. Others recall that he had been quietly working on something in LA, away from the main group, which now takes on a new layer of intrigue for Taehyung. The shock was not merely about the decision itself, but the fact that it was delivered without prior warning. Those close to both members know they share a complex bond, one forged over years of collaboration, trust, and unspoken understanding. That such a significant revelation could take place in a formal meeting rather than in a private conversation speaks volumes about the current atmosphere within BTS. Observers note that in the days following the incident, the group's movements in LA became noticeably fragmented. While in previous visits they often moved together or in pairs, this time there were several instances where members appeared separately, engaging in unrelated schedules. Whether this is a direct consequence of Jungkook's decision or simply coincidental remains uncertain, but the shift in dynamics is hard to ignore. Theories about what exactly transpired range from career-altering choices to deeply personal matters. Some speculate that Jungkook may be pursuing a project so individualistic that it challenges the current structure of BTS. Others believe it may be connected to internal matters the public has never been privy to, issues that have been simmering quietly for years but are only now breaking the surface. I am in the middle of it all. Taehyung's silence speaks volumes. He has made no public statements, no indirect posts, and no visible gestures to clarify his position. Yet those who know him best say his expressions in LA conveyed everything: shock, concern, and perhaps an unspoken fear about what this means for the group's unity. For Jungkook, the path forward is unclear. His decision, whatever its nature, appears irreversible. In a city known for its bright lights and endless distractions, he made a choice that cut through the noise, a choice that has now become the center of a storm swirling around BTS. The unanswered question remains: will this be remembered as the moment that redefined their legacy, or the one that fractured it? Fans around the world are now holding their breath, waiting for the next move. Every appearance, every expression, and every detail will be scrutinized in the days to come. One thing is certain: what happened in LA has already changed everything, and the silence from those involved only amplifies the tension.